Sunday, January 5th, 2012. I was kind of surfing the internet, and I went to CNN to look at the news. And I saw a clip about Tea Party stuff, and anyway, it led me to a clip of Rick Santorum being interviewed by Wolf Blitzer on CNN. And Santorum said that Obama and Ron Paul, if he became president, are like this close on foreign policy. And I just thought, Rick Santorum doesn't know what he's talking about. And if he does, it's pretty scary. But I think the bottom line is Rick Santorum is deathly afraid that Ron Paul, if he got into office, would actually live by the Constitution. He's saying Ron Paul would bring the troops home. Well, duh. You know what I'm looking at right now on my desktop? I've got that beautiful picture of George Washington in the snow, Valley Forge, I think it is, with his horse breathing. It's freezing cold, and he's given his life and everything to try to gain freedom for this country, so the Constitution can be established so we can have a free country. George Washington. So I'm looking at that picture right now. It's my screensaver as I'm filming this. And George Washington fought in the war. He watched people die, bleed to death, get killed, and then he reluctantly became the first president of this country, the father of the country, father of the United States of America. George Washington said after the Revolutionary War, "No foreign wars." He was fighting against Europe, yep, the British, to break away from all that. And now the Constitution says that the commander-in-chief or the president is supposed to watch for the national security. He's supposed to take care of national security. Rick Santorum, not international security. And that's where these people like Rush Limbaugh and Rick Santorum, that don't really believe in the Constitution, but they believe in sending millions of American youth to die, have their legs cut off, have horrible psychological damage, horrible stuff. The troops serve, and they serve these bastards that promote these foreign wars, and it's just sick and ridiculous. And now you got Hillary over there trying to tell Syria what to do. Let's attack Syria. Who knows? Well, we don't have freedom of speech really in this country, but maybe somebody should attack us for murdering 1 million babies a year. Did anybody ever think about that? Maybe we should be attacked. Oh, that'll probably set off a bunch of alarms. Well, watch out, watch out! Anyway, Rick Santorum does not believe in the Constitution. He absolutely does not honor George Washington, because George Washington said no foreign wars. And anybody that really loves America doesn't want to get involved in more foreign adventures and watch the youth of this country be slaughtered. So if Ron Paul called all the troops home, like Rick Santorum is deathly worried about if he was president, Ron Paul would be following the Constitution, and that would be fantastic. There'd be a lot of happy families and a lot of happy troops coming back home. And that would be the right way to do it, to defend this country. National security, not international security, Rick Santorum. And then Rush Limbaugh. I'm listening to the radio. Sometimes I try to, just flit around, and there's Rush Limbaugh putting in a soundbite for Rick Santorum. Well, Rush Limbaugh is a war pig also, just like Santorum. They're war pigs, just like Ozzy Osbourne called it. They want more wars. A real man, a real constitutionalist, would defend this country and condemn people like Rush Limbaugh and warmongering Rick Santorum for wanting more foreign wars. Ron Paul's telling the truth. These other two aren't. Amen.